Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2, and Arsenal are back on top of the table. Remember, by the time they really came in through, it was Man City at the top of the table with 23 points. And now Arsenal has won their 8th game of the season, and they're having 24 points, top of the table. And obviously, people really think that it's really surprising. It's really surprising, but for my case, it's not surprising because I predicted this way back. I knew that Arsenal was into the 3rd season, and obviously in the 3rd season, after having a single manager like Mikel Arteta doing a build-up like what is at Arsenal, you expect lots of yields to be harvested, and obviously Mikel Arteta is in the period of harvesting at Arsenal, building his team all together, having a fighting spirit in this game against Liverpool. Arsenal led twice, Liverpool leveled twice, and obviously that penalty that looked soft, but obviously there was a foul, and you couldn't rule it out, really put this game to another level of Liverpool going ahead to lose this game of football. And this goal came in at a very difficult time where the manager of Liverpool had really resorted to go in and fight for a draw because he brought on Konate and which other player, and Fabinho. He brought on those two players, Konate and Fabinho, and he took off Mohamed Salah and which other player? I think he took off Mohamed Salah, but meaning that he had really gone in and settled in for a draw. But Arsenal started to press a lot, and obviously when Mohamed Salah was still on the field of play, Arsenal was not as attacking as they were. As I showed you into the match reaction, that Arsenal never really had a lion's share of the possession for the entire game. Liverpool was in total control of this game, but Arsenal created chances, and the chances they created, they really managed to really be so much prolific and really put that ball in the back of the net. Each and every time you are to win a trophy, you don't need to play very well. You don't need to play very well. This time round, Arsenal didn't play very well, but they really managed to get the 3 points, and obviously they are on top of the table. And what a convincing win. A win you get when you've just beaten Spurs, and beating Brentford is really great. And what a way Arsenal really bounced back after losing to Manchester United by 3-1 at Old Trafford, and now they've gone ahead to beat Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, and Brentford. What a way to be leading the table. And guess what? By the time Arsenal plays Man City, and it would have come in a very particular time, or best time, because that game would have been played on the 19th of this month, but it was postponed because Arsenal replaced their game against Ajax into that fixture, and that fixture of Man City was moved on. And just know, Arsenal is going to play Man City twice next year, because after the World Cup, Premier League resumes on 26th of December, and there is no time to go on and really play that game of Arsenal. But that means Arsenal is going to play Man City twice next year, meaning that if Arsenal goes ahead to get a result in one of those two games, then Man City will be really so much giving up a trouble. But according to how Liverpool has gone ahead and attacked Arsenal, looks like Arsenal is porous defensively. They are porous, and those repeated mistakes of Gabriel Magalhaes that cost you the first goal are really going on and showing their negative effect to a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. He did a mistake against Fulham. Arsenal conceded, but he came out and really scored the winner. He did a mistake against Spurs, though it was firstly directed to Granit Xhaka, who really refused to clear that ball, and then it went to Richarlison. Richarlison cut inside, and obviously Gabriel Magalhaes slept down him, and obviously it was a penalty. And today he has really contributed to the first goal of Liverpool they scored. But obviously the good thing is that a win has it coming through, and Mikel Arteta knows the best to do for his players. So Rokani David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share, and let's get into the player ratings as they really play today. And obviously I think I'm going to rate like 11 players, because the rest that really came on, I didn't see a lot of impact they really put on the field of play. 1, Ramsdale. Obviously, he put up like 2-3 saves in that game of Arsenal versus Liverpool. His ball distribution was on point. He really looked great, and he is really improving. And you see the composure of a keeper like Ramsdale in games of this stature, because he really kept calm, and he couldn't lose his cool and never put a foot wrong in this game of football. So I'm giving Ramsdale a 7 out of 10 into this game of football that Arsenal won by 3-2. I go to Ben White. Ben White coming in through and really having a problem to really mark Luis Diaz, because Luis Diaz was roving in every position of the midfield. But obviously, by the time Luis Diaz caused havoc, decided which goes by names of Arsenal to really concede the first goal, he was not in the Ben White area. He was into the Tomiyasu area, and you can't blame that goal for a man who goes by the names of Ben White. But I didn't see any activity that was really so much threatening to the side of Arsenal, coming in from the right back of Arsenal, being threatened by Luis Diaz. And pocketing Luis Diaz to that level obviously puts Ben White to a level sorry about that, puts Ben White to a level of getting a 7 out of 10. So I'm giving Ben White a 7 out of 10. We go to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu too had a very decent game, fantastic game altogether, and he really pocketed one of the deadliest right forwards in the world, who goes by the names of Mo Salah. Mo Salah looked like he never even took part into this game. If at all you never really saw him in the lineup of Liverpool, you wouldn't even notice that was on the field of play, because Mo Salah had nothing to do in that entire game of the 70 minutes played against Arsenal. He was not threatening at all, and obviously he was so down. And obviously I really believe that maybe last season this guy was playing to get a huge contract at Liverpool, because ever since he got that contract, he never really got back to the levels we expected him to be. That is Mo Salah. And obviously I'm giving Tomiyasu a 7 out of 10 into this game that Arsenal won, that saw them be on top of the Premier League table. The other game, the other player, Gabriel Magalhaes played very well, was so much in the second goal that Arsenal scored. Remember that zero pass he did to find Bukayo Saka to really go ahead and really slide that ball into the back of the net. But he was responsible for the first goal. He looked a culprit into that goal, but obviously he really recovered very well and really defended very well. And defending Darwin Núñez is not something easy, because Darwin Núñez is a striker who is a bully, first and foremost. Secondly, he has the skill. His skill set is really great, and he has the energy. So defending him is not something easy. So I'm giving Gabriel Magalhaes a 6 out of 10. I'm giving him a 6 out of 10, and obviously that's what he has earned as his rating. So what do you think about him? I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. That is Gabriel Magalhaes. Then we got William Saliba. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. He really played very well today. And that first goal that Arsenal scored, the build-up comes from the back after that block of Saliba, and Saliba passes into the midfield. Was to find Xhaka or Thomas Partey. Then Thomas Partey found Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka found a player who goes by the names of Odegaard, and Odegaard released Martinelli. And obviously Martinelli put that ball into the 58th second of the game. It had not even clocked 1 minute, and Arsenal were ahead of Liverpool in this game of football. As I told you that in any game the first goal is always important, and obviously it was important in that manner that Arsenal really went ahead in the first minute of the game to threaten Liverpool. Immediately the referee blew the whistle for the game to commence. Then I'm giving Saliba an 8 out of 10. Thomas Partey really played very well and really shielded that back four very well. But obviously there are some layers that were already covered very well. But obviously him and Granit Xhaka were really exquisite into this game of football, where they beat Liverpool and they really got away. The reason as to why I'm really looking at these players and really giving them a lot of high ratings is because Liverpool had been bossing Arsenal. In the recent 15 games, Liverpool had won 14 and Arsenal had won 1. Now, turning around that result, you get those 14 wins into those 14 losses into a win today is really magnificent, and that's why Arsenal players need to be really appreciated, because obviously they really came in through and really represented, and they never really looked back. So for a player who goes by the names of Thomas Partey, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 to Thomas Partey. Granit Xhaka came in and played very well into that third goal that Arsenal scored. He really squared that ball to find Gabriel Jesus, and Gabriel Jesus was fouled by Thiago Alcantara, which looked to be a soft foul, but there is nothing like a soft foul. A foul is always a foul. And this is where I really tell Arsenal fans that when you're playing Manchester United, that goal that was overturned, that Odegaard fouled Christian Eriksen, you came out and really talked a lot about it. But even that foul was soft, as you say, but even that foul on Gabriel Jesus was soft. But obviously, there is no soft foul in the game of football, because all of you are saying that it was a soft foul, it was a soft foul. And ask people, if at all that foul was committed on Eriksen in the box of Arsenal, wouldn't the referee haven't pointed into the penalty box, into the penalty spot? He would have. That's what has happened today, that it was a soft foul on Gabriel Jesus, and obviously the referee pointed in the spot, and the VAR never overturned it. So that same thing happened to Arsenal at Old Trafford, has happened to them in a positive way. What Old Trafford happened in a negative way. So never come out and really say or complain about something soft when it's not given to your side. So thank you guys for watching in, and I'm giving Xhaka an 8 out of 10. Odegaard, 8 out of 10, responsible for the first goal, and that build-up was really nice, and the way he really released Martinelli to bury it home for Arsenal in the first minute of the game, it will be never forgotten by that Liverpool defense, because he really took his time and really saw where to really do that line-breaking pass, and obviously it found Martinelli, and Martinelli laid in the back of the net to make it 1-0 for Liverpool. Sorry, for Arsenal. So I'm giving him 8 out of 10. Bukayo Saka, obviously a 9 out of 10. He never had really a decent game according to me, but he really scored 2 goals. Scoring 2 goals in a game like this against Liverpool, a side that has been beating you in the previous 15 appearances, you've been beaten 14 times, you come out and overturn this. Scoring 2 goals is really magnificent. And when you looked at how he really took that ball to really take that penalty that was a winner, it really showed you that he was so much composed, and that heart, that big heart of Bukayo Saka deserves a 9 out of 10 for me, because those 2 goals that he scored were really so much important for this game of football, because as Liverpool equalized, a team which goes by the names of Arsenal went in half-time with the lead, and guess who gave them the lead? It was Bukayo Saka. And obviously, see how important that guy is. And Liverpool came back and leveled, and guess who puts Arsenal back in the lead? It's Bukayo Saka again. So some respect on that guy's name today in this game of football. He never really put out a very beautiful display, but those 2 goals he scored, they are very important, because goals are important in the game of football. That's it. So I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. That is a man who goes by the names of Bukayo Saka. Then I go to Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli played very well, scored a goal, and put up an assist today. And even in the third goal that resulted into a penalty, or that came from a penalty, that move that really resulted in a penalty for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal, it's Martinelli who starts it. And guess who he releases to square that ball in the box of Liverpool? He releases Xhaka, and obviously Thiago Alcantara fouls a player who goes by Gabriel Jesus. So to me, I believe that is really great, and obviously a player who goes by the names of Gabriel Martinelli is really great, and I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Involved in all the 3 goals that Arsenal has really gone ahead to score, and obviously has been magnificent, and the way he really fought for this shirt of Arsenal today is really great. And going ahead to threaten a side which goes by names of Liverpool, he shocked them in the first minute, and he had buried that ball in the back of the net. What a shocker to kickstart off a game like that, because maybe Liverpool thought that let's first defend and see how we're really going to go ahead and really get ourselves forward. But obviously, that chance was not granted to a man who goes by the names of Alisson, and obviously it was buried into the back of the net. So that is a man who goes by the names of Martinelli. I'm giving him a 9 out of 10 too, in that game that really played against a side which goes by the names of Liverpool. Obviously, he destroyed Liverpool, and he really made Trent Alexander-Arnold look like an amateur in this game of football. And let me show you his game by numbers onto the screen and know what this guy really had, what role really Martinelli played in this game of football as a side which goes by the names of Arsenal beat Liverpool by 3-2. Big win for Arsenal. Then 54 touches for a side which goes by the names of Martinelli as he played against Liverpool. 11 out of 17 final third passes completed. 6 ball recoveries, 2 key passes, 1 big chance created, 1 goal, 1 assist. in there for you. And they bought him £6 million from Brazil. And obviously that qualifies to be among the the man of the match competitors. That is a man who goes by the names of Gabriel Martinelli, playing very well in that game of Liverpool, and obviously he really destroyed Liverpool totally. So put a little bit of respect to the man who goes by the names of Martinelli, as he really destroyed the side which goes by the names of Liverpool. Then lastly, let's talk about the man who really came in through and who really played 89 minutes, persevered amidst that head injury he really got, and then returned, and he said, I have to really gate this win for Arsenal. And guys, you see, the reason as to why I'm telling people that the best player of Arsenal is not Saliba, he's not Thomas Partey, he's not Bukayo Saka, he's not Martinelli. The best player of Arsenal is Gabriel Jesus, because every time Arsenal has needed him, this guy has come out and surfaced. You get? Even in the game of Manchester United that Arsenal lost, that goal that they scored to level that game, I think in the 53rd minute, guess who puts his feet online for Bukayo Saka to gate an empty net to tap in that ball in? It's Gabriel Jesus. Every time they've needed him, he has really gone ahead and really helped Arsenal to gate that winner. And obviously, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. People will say that, but he was not really lively. But how do you want a centre forward to be lively when his midfielders around him that are responsible for really creating him chances are not doing that? And every shot he has on target, almost, he really creates it by himself through his brilliance. So you don't understand this guy, but today I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. That is the man who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus, getting that penalty for you. And if at all he was not fouled, he was going to hit that ball to the back of the net. That's it, because he had raised his foot to hit that ball, and obviously Alcantara gets in contact with his foot and he goes down, and obviously the referee is pointing the spot. Arsenal penalty, and Bukayo Saka bags it home. And you know what it means for Gabriel Jesus, because he never even said, I want that penalty to take it. You see, he's here to see a team win. I saw his interview on BT Sport with Rio Ferdinand. They asked him, on you winning the Golden Boot and the team winning the trophy, said, I rather lose the Golden Boot and my team wins the trophy or the Premier League, because I really want my team to win. So his winning mentality is really different from all these Arsenal players, and that's why you see to it that he doesn't give up. Even in that 85th minute, when most of Arsenal fans and players would have said, all right, let's fight for the draw, he still went in for an effort to get 3 points out of that game of football. So those are the player ratings for the 11 players that really came in through. But I'm not going to rate KNT, and he came on and really played with that player. There is Nketiah came in through. There is even Fabio Vieira came in through, but in the dying minutes. But obviously, I'm not going to rate them because they never played very minutes in this game of football, where a team of Arsenal beat Liverpool by 3-2. Obviously, Arteta, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. Reason being, the way he really played today. He never played his way. He left the ball for Liverpool, but he got to know that every time I really hold that ball, I should go on and really hit them on the break, and obviously don't put a foot wrong. And every pattern that Arsenal started to go to the goal of Liverpool never really failed, and they really put up those patterns, and the rhythm really flowed very, very well. So the manager, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. And let me give you a recap of these players as you tell me into the comment section what rating you're going to give these players of Arsenal. Sorry about that. Ramsdale, 7 out of 10. Ben White, 7 out of 10. Tomiyasu, 8 out of 10. Tomiyasu, 7 out of 10. Saliba 8 out of 10. Gabriel Magalhaes 6 out of 10. Thomas Partey 7 out of 10. Grant Xhaka 8 out of 10. Thomas Partey, I gave him an 8 out of 10. Bukayo Saka 9 out of 10. Martinelli 9 out of 10. And obviously a player who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus, giving him an 8 out of 10. So guys, tell me your ratings for these players in the comment section below, and don't hesitate to do the needful for me into the lower right bottom corner as you smash the subscription button. For smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. I sign out for now. See you later. I hand you over the Almighty God to protect you, because He is the only one who is going to go on and really give you the divine protection that we deserve. And obviously, your reactions and smashing the like button close to 100 times on this video, because Arsenal has really gone ahead to beat Liverpool and they're on top of the table. Guys, good night. If I don't return, then I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out.